And yes, I just got back from the pub where I watched Arsenal lose to PSG. I'm a little bit heartbroken because naturally I wanted us to win. That was heartbreaking. It was such a good match. I hate penalty shootouts. I had a few pints of beer. I had some snacks, good banter with sports fans. It was a really good evening, but we lost, so I'm sad. I have congratulated PSG. I'm happy to be an Arsenal fan. I will always be an Arsenal fan, so I hope we do better in the near future. That said, I know some of you are here to yab me for supporting Arsenal. I'm not sorry. I'll keep supporting Arsenal, and I'm happy that even better than losing, we have a trophy, so it's not like that we're empty-handed this season. If Henry didn't have to be in the Netherlands for our nephew's wedding, which is today, I might have gone to Budapest or London, because it will be a mad party tomorrow in England, in London, regardless. So that said, yes, Miriam, I know that you will come to yab me. You will come. Hit me with your best shot. Like, this is now or never. Tomorrow I've moved on to World Cup. Tomorrow I would have moved on to World Cup. So hit me with your best shot. As I was preparing to go and make noise for Arsenal, I forgot that my landlords, the state of Qatar, are the sponsors of PSG, and Emirates is the sponsor of Arsenal. But they know I love them, so it's just difference in football club, right? So that said, if you're not Nigerian, you can keep yabbing me. If you're Nigerian, let's focus on Nigeria. I have, over this week, I have been reflecting. The Nigerian election is coming next year. The 4 top candidates do not inspire any hope. Let me tell you, NDC, Peter Obi, ADC, Atiku, APC, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the current incumbent president, and PDP, Goodluck, Ebele, Jonathan. What do they have in common? They've been there. What quality do they miss? Magic. At the moment, the state of Nigeria right now, you need a magician. No one is coming to save us. No one. The debts we have, the lack of infrastructure, the security situation, our inability to create wealth for the nation. We have to do something differently. But let me give you some statistics so that we can put it in motion, right? We'll think about it so that you will leave Arsenal and focus. Nigerians are abroad. You might think it does not concern you. Nigerians with a foreign passport, you think it does not concern you. Ask Nigerians that have full passports, that have been traveling, that are getting banned and sent back from different airports. Ask Nigerians with Canadian residency who are being sent back from airports. Myself with my Dutch passport, just because I'm Nigerian origin. You see that place of birth on my passport, Enugu. India, they asked me for yellow fever, even though I'm not coming from anywhere that has yellow fever. Trust me, it affects you. The worse Nigeria gets, it doesn't matter where you are. As long as you're Nigerian origin, your name sounds Nigerian, your place of birth is, if you like, have US passports. You will not escape. But that aside, let's put things in perspective. Around 2009, 2010, if you earned 15 million naira in Nigeria, like mainly oil workers and oil company workers, 15 million naira a year, that's 1.25 million naira a month. You had 100,000 US dollars a year because the exchange rate was 150 naira. The people who are lucky are the people who went on cross-posting, had a foreign bank account, saved their money in Forex, because right now in Nigeria, as of today, if you earn 15 million naira, like you have 1.25 million naira monthly today, you have less than $11,000. So people did the same job, got promoted, got increments yearly, and are still earning half of what they used to earn in USD. That should concern you, because our school systems are getting worse. I was in Bangladesh. They were telling me how difficult, how competitive it is to get into the university. What is Nigeria doing? Lowering the entry requirements, lowering JAMB requirements so that more people can get in. The quality of education is going down. A lot is going down. So instead of focusing on Arsenal losing, let's talk about Nigeria. I moved to Nigeria. I got a chance to live in Nigeria as a foreigner for the first time in 2021. My husband is Dutch. He was on an expert assignment, and I decided that instead of going as a Nigerian and each time we're at the airport, he will have the 5 kids who are also foreigner, that I'll just use my Dutch passport. So I got a green card like him on Serpak. So we came as foreigners. When I arrived in Nigeria, there were 2 parallel exchange rates for the dollar. The official rate, which was almost impossible to touch, was about 450 naira. This was December 2021. And the parallel, the black market, was about 700-ish. And I didn't have any income in naira, because on an expert assignment, a company brings you, they arrange your immigration, they pay you in your home country, and then you take an allowance from your home country for living expenses in the base country. So I didn't have any income in naira. So all my money was in the Netherlands. So I looked at it. If I send euros to my euro account in Nigeria, then I looked, the exchange rate was 450-ish, black market. And all their bookies were looking for dollar desperately. So they were rushing us. So if I sent 10,000 euros, I'll look for an booking instead of going to the bank, and I'll get like around 7 million to run the home and all of that. Why am I telling you this? This was one of what the current president told us, that he will unify and give us a better exchange rate, blah, blah, blah. Only the elites were touching that official rates. People who had children in school, people who were going to medicals abroad, they could not touch the foreign exchange at the official rates. They were getting ripped off. Did I say anything? No. Why would I say anything? It was benefiting me, so I didn't talk. And then when they tried to harmonize it, I would have expected that 450 plus like 750, 1,200, you cut it into that. Maybe the exchange rate would be at 600. Not ideal for me, but not so bad. Like it would be fair for everybody. But then it went to 1,400. So even if you had money, you needed a lot more naira to touch the dollar. When I arrived in December 2021, a crate of egg was 2,300 naira. When I left in June 2024, it was almost 5,000 naira. This should concern you. So we have bantered. World Cup is coming. Nigeria is not in the World Cup. Focus on the election. Focus on more accountability. Focus on what they are telling you they are going to do for your country. So, Arsenal did not win. I'm sad. Life will go on, but with the security situation in Nigeria, with the food insecurity, with everything, like healthcare, I don't know, but I'm looking at all the ministers. So I'm going to advise you to take a snapshot of when this administration started. What were your hopes and dreams? Have they been met? If I'm being honest, my favorite minister in this administration will be Interior. Why? In 2022, when I tried to renew my passport, there was no booklet in the country. They even asked me to find someone and pay for express. That still took 2 months. I had a trip to Ghana booked. It was almost impossible until someone helped me get an ECOWAS passport. That's how I made that trip. So this new Interior Minister has somehow enforced the process of the passport processing. From what I hear, is better. Airport seems to have a bit more discipline than it used to, but still it's not there. It's not good. They say it's because of poverty that our immigration officers are begging and ripping people off. I disagree. I was in Bangladesh with visa on arrival. I came, I followed the line. I went there. I showed them my requirement. They asked me to go pay $50. I paid the guy on the other side $50. Above his head, the official exchange rate was there. And he asked me, do I want my change in USD or should he give me local currency? Then he pointed at the exchange rate and gave me my money. No begging, no disrespect, no harsh anything. We have a long way to go. And there is so much going in Nigeria. Nigerians, like regular Nigerians, things are sad. So I can imagine that you want to banter over football and do all of these fun things. But our leaders, like the spokesmen of our president and those in the administration who are not achieving results, should not be bantering about football online. They should not be doing anything that appears fun online. They should focus. So that's just what I came to say. So if you take a snapshot, how was immigration? How were the airports? How much was egg? How much was rice? How much was vegetable oil? How much was fuel? I remember the first speech our president gave. Subsidy is gone. Nigeria is bleeding. Children were taken. Children as young as 2 years old were taken. Their teachers were taken. A teacher has been beheaded. Another one is in line to be killed. This is what should concern us as a nation. I am very worried about the state of affairs. I am. And it has come to a point that we should start letting go of a lot of distractions. Last year, I watched the youths of Nepal topple their administration. I was in Nepal recently. People is mixed reaction. Some people are happy. Some people are holding their breath because they don't think the new administration will perform magic. So no one is a magician, no matter how sweet they talk. Let's leave tribal sentiments. We also need to look at people's track record. Have they created jobs before? Have they created wealth before? Have they improved the system before? Do they have the experience to do what they're telling us? But honestly, I wish that we didn't have to recycle these people. I wish we had fresh people coming. I don't know how it's going to go with this particular election, but it is my hope that the next one, there will be no incumbent, there will be none of these people, and then we can have proper dialogue as a nation. That's just what I wanted to say today. So I hope that I have given you something to think about. Have a good evening. Bye.